Hey everybody, this is Davey Boy 1970. Another video here on my Indash stereo here in my Grand Am. Here I am sitting out in my Grand Am on my Valor ITS 702W. Now this is a question that a person had emailed me and asked me about how to plug in the iPod. They had just bought the stereo used from a friend of theirs, and this person is having problems trying to figure out how to plug in the iPod cable. It was 4NewMessages was actually the person's name on YouTube, their title name. But I'm going to show you real quick here. This is for you, for 4NewMessages. This video was made for you, so I'm going to show you how this is done. Obviously I can't really pull the stereo out because I already have it all mounted in the dash, but I'm going to show you a little bit about what I talked about on the email. Now here you have, maybe you can see it, this is the white cable I was talking about. Now I have it going down, it's dark in here, but I have it going down underneath the dash, back in behind the dash, and then plugged into the back of the stereo inside here. And like I said, it kind of looks like an S video. It's kind of a round, and it should have a bunch of little pins inside of it. If you've ever seen an S video, that's exactly what it should look like. That plugs into the back of the stereo. Now what you've informed me from your email is yes, that you do have that plugged in right, and then the other cable comes out here, and then you can run it underneath your dash. Most people will actually take it and put it up underneath the console here in the glove box. You can stick it out, just basically I just have it tucked up underneath there, and I tuck it up underneath the seat because like I said myself, I do not have an iPod, so the only time I would ever use an iPod is my sister has one that we use once in a while if I get my sister a ride somewhere. She's borrowed the car. But it's real simple. Okay, here's your white cable coming out, right? You got that underneath the dash. Come run it out up to the floor. Now this is what you asked me. This is the picture. This is a video showing you what that cable should look like. The other end of it should look just like this. See, it's got the two pins on the side. It's got a little arrow on it showing you how to plug in it. So basically it would almost be exactly like if it were like a battery plug-in or a headphone plug-in or anything like that. As hopefully you can see that real well. It's probably about 1.5 inches wide by just 1/8 of an inch thick, and it just looks exactly like that with two clips on it like this. You squeeze these tabs and you just plug it in. Now for example, let me show you. This of course is not an iPod, but this is probably about the shape of what your average iPod would look like. This is my new T-Mobile Behold cell phone. Now if you look on the side of the cell phone, let me just take a second to take this out. The cell phone is basically the same thing. It's got a plug-in, a female plug right on the side right there, and that's where my battery charger plugs in and also my headphone jack plugs in. Now if you look at the shape of that, it's almost the same shape as this iPod plug-in, but it's not the same, it's smaller. So if this were your iPod, you would look at it like this. You would look down on the very bottom of your iPod. Right here, where my thumb is, let me show you that. Right here on the very bottom of the iPod, there's going to be that plug-in. I'm assuming that's the same place that you plug the headphone jack in, or the battery charger, or whatever. But that's when we used my sister's. That was the same thing. We took what we would call the iPod here. Let's just pretend this is the iPod. I don't know if you can see this, but then you take the white plug. Well, you can't see that, but it would plug right into the bottom just like that. So that's just as simple as how it goes, and it's only going to fit one way. If you look at the cable, you can see that it's shaped. One end is a little bit wider than the other. It's got some notches in it, so it's only going to go in one way. You're not going to be able to put it in, and that's why the arrow is. That arrow means top. So if you're looking at, like, let's say this cell phone again is the iPod, this is going to be the top of it, the front of it, right here. So then that's where your arrow is going to be facing up like this. So you're going to plug this in there so that arrow is facing up, and then just plug it in, and it's that simple. And then of course I've got a CD in right now. We're going to go ahead and push the smart button, and I'll show you. Right there, you've got FM, AM, you've got DVD, and then you've got AVI, camera, and also you've got for your satellite dish or satellite radio. But right underneath the DVD right here is iPod. If you can see that, it says iPod. Once you plug this iPod cable into your iPod and then you push the smart button here, this button right here is going to be lit up. This is going to be lit up, showing you that you have an iPod plugged in. And then all of a sudden, your iPod, you're going to go ahead and push that button because you want to play iPod. Right now I'm playing DVD, so that's lit up. But you're going to go ahead and push iPod, and it's going to start popping up on the screen. So that way it'll read from your iPod and it'll go to the screen. So you don't have to look at your iPod while you're sitting there trying to drive and change music. All your iPod information is going to show up right on this screen. Your folders, your albums, your music, all that, everything, and then you just, touch your screen to, if you want to go to albums, you want to go to genre, you want to go to artist, and then you just narrow it down, just like you would on your iPod. That's a nice thing about this stereo. It transfers everything from your iPod right onto the screen, so you don't have to sit there and fiddle with, you just plug your old iPod in right here with this plug-in, like I said, arrow up, plug her in, set the iPod down on the seat, on the dash, wherever the hell you want to set it down on the floor, and all your controls are right there. So there you go. Any more questions, feel free to email me some more. I please hope that this video helps you out a lot. So I'll try to do the best, that I did to make this video, but I hope that everything goes good for you. Right now we're listening to a little Crazy Bitch by Buck Cherry. So alrighty. Hope it works for you. Any more questions, feel free to ask me. This video is for you for 4NewMessages. Thank you for all your responses, and I really appreciate this video has actually already hit over 1,000 hits just on this video alone. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care. Thank you for all your input. Please give me more input, whether it's positive, negative, I don't care. Alrighty, Davey Boy 1970. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.